Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the fourth part of our B School selection series. Today we are going to discuss about percentiles which are required to get an admission into the top business schools in India. Before I go into the details, I would like to let you know that if you want a personalized assistance, please make sure that you fill up the B School selection form. We will be happy to send you an email with the kind of colleges that would be good with respect to your profile. And if you, I know you have been busy with your mock examinations and all your sectional tests, and that is exactly what you should be doing at this point of time, given that CAT is approaching and it's very near. So if you have still not started writing mocks, there is still a little bit of time. Please make good use of it, and once you get the percentile of at least an average of 5 mocks, an average percentile of at least 5 mocks, and you have questions related to the kind of colleges you should go for, you can definitely contact us. Also, I would like to let you know that CAT 2021 batches have started. So in case any of your friends or relatives or anyone you know are interested, you can always ask them to contact us and we'll be happy to help them out. All the links to the courses have been given in the description below. If you like this video, press like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share it with your friends, follow us on all our social media channels to enjoy getting such content. When it comes to percentiles, it is very important that you know the difference between a percentile and a percentage. I would like to stress again on it. Percentile is basically a relative performance. It's not an absolute performance. So how better you are than the peers or the people who are actually writing the examination. So this is slightly more difficult because in an absolute score you have a lot of control over it, but when it comes to a percentile you cannot control the performance of your peers or the people who are writing the examination. So it is very important that you'll understand that while you're writing the examination, you understand the concept of negative marking. Try to minimize your negative marking and increase your accuracy so as to get a higher percentile. Be sure about what kind of questions you should go for and attempt those questions accordingly. Now, IIMs are the college which have already been filled while you were filling your CAT application form. So I'm not considering the IIMs right now. If you want to know which IIMs are suitable for you at this point of time based on the percentile that you're getting in your mocks, then you can fill up the B School selection form and we will send you an analysis of your scores. There is a myth that if you don't get into an IIM in India, you will not end up getting a good job offer, or you cannot expect the kind of career growth that you should be expecting when you are getting into an IIM. It's not true. As I said, it's a myth. There are equally good private colleges also where you can go for an MBA from, and you can definitely fulfill your career aspirations as well. So I would be focusing more on them so that you know which colleges to fill apart from the IIMs. Ideally, I would suggest fill at least 5 to 7 colleges, keep in your hand. However, if you're in a more desperate scenario where you have, let's say, 4 years of experience, or this is your last attempt, or you have to go for your MBA this year, then ideally I would suggest you to fill up as many colleges as possible, minimum 10. So it's just a matter of like 2000 rupees, or on an average like 2000 rupees. Even if you fill 10 colleges, it will cost you 20,000 to 25,000 max. It will cost you. I think at this point of time, this investment is better than wasting just one complete year and not being able to go for your higher education. So think wisely and take your decisions accordingly. Now, this year I have done the percentile and B School selection in a slightly different way, and I am doing it more on a scenario basis. So let's go to each scenario. So I've divided it into five percentile categories, and based on each and every category I would actually tell you the kind of colleges that you can go for. So first I will go to the 95 percentile and above category. Ideally, if you are a student who has been excellent in academics with an average of 80 in your 10th, 12th and graduation, and let's say you have a work experience of 2 years, minimum, let's say 2 years, without any experience, without any gap in your profile, what kind of colleges you can expect. Obviously, all the IIMs will definitely be in your bag, but as I said, apart from the IIMs, you can go for colleges like FMS. FMS is usually takes 98.5 is usually ideally the cutoff. FMS is an amazing college. If you're looking for return on investment, the fees is very low, and the placements are amazing, around 16 to 17 lakh average placement. So always choose a college where the amount of money that you're investing, um, I mean, you get back that particular amount of money. So you have an higher ROI. So FMS is definitely one of the colleges you should go for. Then you have MDI, IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay, Kharagpur, NITI. Also for NITI, please mind that NITI is basically, in NITI and IITs are basically for engineers. They require you to have an engineering degree. So for non-engineers, IIT will not be, and NITI will not be possible. NITI is amazing for operations. Even IIT KGP also has a very good general management program. So you should definitely fill up IITs and NITIs. IIFT is another college that you can look for. They have a separate exam called IIFT. There are two campuses, Delhi and Kolkata, as you know. So if you're getting a percentile above 95, then you're pretty much in safe hands. Then you have SIBM Pune, SCM HRD, which is specifically for human resources students. If you also are interested in human resources, Tata Institute of Social Sciences is a very good college. However, TS takes applicants based on their own exam, which is called TISNET. So if you're interested in HR, go for TISNET, and it's actually a very good college. Apart from that, you have XLRI Jamshedpur, Exam Bhubaneswar, a pretty underrated college, but it's a very good college. It's under the Xavier group, and the faculties are really good. Placements are pretty decent, so definitely go for this college. And then obviously you have NMIMS in Mumbai. They have their own exam called NMAT. Ideally, the cutoff is around 208 to 212. So go for this exam. XLRI and Exam Bhubaneswar will be taking will be taking XAT. Exam Bhubaneswar also takes up CAT. Also, XLRI has a human resource management program. It's an excellent program. It's one of the best programs in the country. So for human resources, people who are interested in human resources, XLRI, TISNET, and SMHRD are these three colleges where you should definitely look at. So SNAP, XAT, and CAT, you have to take, and TISNET. These are the three exams which you should definitely be going for. The next set of colleges will be the 90 to 95 percentile category. For people who are, let's say, getting the mock scores or mock percentiles in the range of 90 to 95 percentile, let's say you have a similar experience, let's say 1 to 2 years of experience, your academics have been, let's say, 75 above, 70 to 75 in 10th, 12th and graduation, you're pretty much set. Colleges like IMI and IMT does not does not screen you for the GDPI calls based on your academics like IIMS does. However, academics is something they look at when you're going for your GDPI rounds, and they might definitely ask you questions related to it. So IIT KGP, Madras, IIMT Ghaziabad, IIMI Delhi, which is also a good college for operations and human resources, SIBM Bangalore and SIIB through SNAP. Usually the cutoff for these two colleges are about 90, uh, 90 to 95, around that particular range. So if you're getting something in this range, you're pretty much good to go. Um, GLIM is Great Lake Institute of Management in Chennai. It's an amazing college, specifically for people who have at least 24 months of experience. Definitely fill up the PGPM program of Great Lakes Institute of Management. It's a 1 year program. And for the people who have less than that, lesser experience, you can actually go for the PGDM program because you're not eligible for the PGPM. So the cutoff will be somewhere around 90 for Great Lakes for both the programs. And IFT Kolkata is something which you should look at. Now, the best part about IFT is usually IFT has a common placement, Delhi and Kolkata, and mostly the recruit. I mean, mostly because of the fact that they have a common placement. I mean, there is no such disadvantage when it comes to your when it comes to your placements. However, that does not mean that you will not perform in your MBA. MBA studies, you have to be at least in the top 25% of the class in order to get a good placement, no matter whichever college you go. So please make sure you work hard while you're doing your MBA. Okay, moving on. Next is the 80 to 90 percentile category. Let's say you have an experience of, you're a fresher. Okay, I've talked about experience. Now let me talk about freshers a little bit. You've just graduated, you're getting in the percentile range of 80 to 90. Decent academics, let's say 70, 70, 70 has been your academics. You're pretty much good to go. This is a very uh, generic analysis right now what I'm doing. Obviously different people have different profile. You might be good in, you might be excellent in your extracurricular or co-curricular activities, which also is taken into consideration in your final selection. You might be good in your 10th and 12th, but graduation was not that great. So these kind of factors are also taken into consideration. So this is a very generic percentile analysis that I'm doing. So make your judgment based on that. Okay, so the colleges that I have enlisted under this category are Ford School of Management, which is in Delhi, Goa Institute of Management. For Goans, they get a relaxation. However, for the general category students, the cutoff is usually 90%, between 85 to actually 90. GIM takes both CAT, ZAT, and CMAT. So if you are not taking CAT but you're taking ZAT, then GIM is also an option. For ZAT, usually the cutoff is around 85 percentile. KJ Somaya is a very good college, not the MMS program but the PGDM program. Good college. If you are someone who have less than 4 years of experience, go for it. And the best part of it is the location. It's in Mumbai. All the companies are there, and you get a lot of. I mean, you get a chance to explore the industry in a much better way, given in the commercial capital of India. Okay, so this is basically, these are the colleges which are in this category. However, let's say you're getting a percentile of 85, let's say 88 to 90 percentile. As I always say that the people who are actually serious about CAT, they are the people who write mocks. But then in the main examination, there will be people who do not write mocks, but they still end up giving the exam. So, and because CAT is a percentile based exam, and if you don't screw up your exam in a very bad way in the main examination, then in that case you can definitely expect an increase in your percentile. So if you're getting around 88 to 19 percentile, you can expect a 92 to 93 percentile. Again, depends on how you performed in the main examination and others performed. So ideally, this is basically the analysis, like 1 to 2 percentile increase is usually there. So if this is the case, then the colleges like IIMT Ghaziabad, IMI Delhi also comes in your pocket. So fill up the colleges accordingly. Next, we have the 60 to 80 percentile. Now, this is a slightly trickier situation. Uh, the more, the lesser percentile, the more you get into this kind of category, your chances becomes a little less of getting into one of the top colleges. However, in 60 to 80 also there are good colleges which you can look at. I have selected basically 4 colleges. Exami, Bangalore. Exami is in the location is an amazing location. There are the campus is situated in a IT city kind of, or an IT area. So you have all the big companies out there. A good way to increase help or polish your networking skills. Exami is also part of the Xavier group. So when it comes to the faculty, there are also a lot of visiting faculties from Excel and Exam Bhuneshwar. So a good college to look at. Usually their cutoff is around 70 percentile. LIBA is one such college you can look at in Chennai. But LIBA also requires you to get a minimum 60, 60, 60 in your 10th, 12th and graduations. Otherwise, they do not give you a call. So you need to look at, if you're looking at LIBA, make sure you have this kind of academics in your 10th, 12th and graduation. Wellinkar in Mumbai, it's an amazing college, specifically for marketing. So if someone is looking forward to go to Mumbai and start a career and interested in marketing, go for Wellinkar. And then you also have Nirma. So these are the colleges which I have selected for you. As I have said, this is a generic feedback or generic analysis. Whatever percentile you're getting in your main, in your mock examination or your mock tests, definitely you expect a slight increase in percentile in the main examination. So I've given you all the categories, I've given you all the colleges. So see what kind of percentile you're getting, and based on your mock examination or mock scores or percentiles, consider you will be getting at least a 1 to 2 percentile increase in your main examination, and then choose the colleges accordingly and fill the application forms. Some of the colleges end their applications. The deadlines are usually before CAT, so make sure you go to each of these colleges and check what are the deadlines and fill up the forms accordingly. That's all for now. I hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Again, follow us on our YouTube channel, and all the best for your CAT examination. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much.